like babies and women.
Nah, it's a cow's breast. Cow's.
You need to put that in properly, bro.
We need to stop drinking cow's milk, man.
No, you need to put that in properly, because I'm looking at that thinking, ladies breastfeed.
It's cows and mothers, man. If I was an adult and I went around drinking human breast milk, what would you think?
What, as an adult?
Yes.
That's fucked up.
Exactly. So, all humans that you know, most of them would drink from a cow. So why is it okay to drink from a cow as an adult, but not from a human? Bearing in mind it's...
Because they're not a human.
Yeah, but we are.
Yeah, but a cow's not.
Yeah, so why do you think it's okay to drink from a cow, but not a human? But a human milk is designed for a human baby.
Yeah,
so as a human, why do we think it's okay to drink cow's milk?
Tastes fucking decent.
Would you say the same about dog's milk, pig's milk?
Well, I never tasted it. If I tasted it and it tasted good, I'd drink it.
If you weren't born into a culture that made you think that, do you think you'd wake up today from a fresh, clean slate and say, oh, I'm going to drink from a cow's udder? Or do you think it would be a bit
If I was born into that culture, I'd probably think it differently, but I'm not. I'm from this culture where we are brought up into a generation of milk's milk, it's coming from a cow, It's one of them, it's the generation after us probably will think differently.
Yeah, but from an individual perspective, like your own, forgetting cultures and stuff like that, like I think it's weird to drink from cow's milk, camel milk, everything like that, because I've just thought, hang on a bit, that's not meant for us, you know what I mean? So,
are you lactose intolerant?
I'm vegan. I don't. Yeah, I used to stomach it. I did, you know what I mean? And I wouldn't judge people for doing it, but if you actually think about it from an individual standpoint, you think it is a bit weird, man. Like this.
No, it's one of them. At some point in life,
you can put.
I was committed to that. Fully committed to that.
Carry on.
It's one of them. It's at some point, like evolution of man and things like that. There was someone who went, you know what, I want to suck on them titties.
It's weird, though, man.
It's weird, but at the same time, you look at a woman, you don't want to suck on them titties.
When I was a baby, you know what I mean? When I was a baby, like this is designed for infants, to, you know, to get all the nutrients and stuff like that. So for adults now, grown adults, to be drinking, you know, baby calf.
But the thing is,
food.
So the stuff that's in the shop, that's watered down milk. That's not full on.
Yeah, but it's still.
It's breast is best.
Breast is best. Give the breast a rest, man.
He's retarded.
It's alright.
This one though, that's watered down milk, like genuine milk. So like my uncle's a farmer.
Yeah.
He does like combine and all that stuff. So I've been brought up around this kind of stuff. And it's what it's like. I get what you're saying. This generation is brought up into that. That's what's in our head. And as I said, it's in time there will be a generation where it's not. But at this point in time, it is what it is. Yeah, but I get what you're trying to do, and I understand what you're trying to do.
So I know this is going a bit off topic, but if we went back to like I don't know, no, I'm not comparing slavery and milk. I'm just saying. Women's rights, let's just call it women's rights. So if we go back to women's rights, then that's just the way it was, and people were like, yeah, but in the future they'll have more rights and stuff like that.
Look
but
where they are now.
Yeah, but from a personal perspective, in that time, you would have gone, oh, that's wrong in it, so I'm going to change or something like that.
But this is the whole thing. It's like your whole argument there is just gone out of the water because you're like.
No, because it's making a decision, a personal decision.
Yeah, it's supposed to. This is what I'm saying. Like, everyone has their own morals and opinions, and which I understand and I appreciate. And it's one of these.
Let's check your morals.
Go on.
So would you say? Because I don't think people are that different. See, I think you are the same as me. I think that you're looking at that thinking that's not acceptable, man.
I'm looking at that thinking like. Make a good beef Wellington out of it.
I knew that was coming, mate. I could have said that one for you. If I show you this,
state line.
If I say, you know, they're dragging the babies away and the mums are sad. Now, have you got?
So the thing is, you're talking to someone who's grown up around it.
No, I understand. So
this kind of thing is like.
At least you're honest. So if you're saying that's not disgusting. If you're saying that is acceptable.
But the thing is, do you know the reason why they're dragging it off? So that cow could have been lame, could have been in distress. At the same time.
So you care that it's in distress? So would you care that it's in distress?
But most farmers do care it's in distress. That's why they take it off.
So why do they? If they care that it's in distress, why do they put them through all this in the first place?
What in a free field roaming about, and then when they actually start going lame.
Well, the baby.
Let me talk.
Go on.
So when they actually start going lame and they're struggling to walk, and it's going to then affect the rest of their life, then unfortunately for humans, we don't have the opportunity to do it. But with animals and wealth stuff, there is that opportunity. So farmers will take the opportunity because they go, you know what, I'm not going to put that cow through that much stress for the rest of life. So when you're saying, oh, he's in distress, but I'm going to make him then go for the rest of his life in distress, the farmer will go...
Well, would you say that cow's in distress?
No, but that's bred for me.
It's the same.
Yeah, no, but you're showing me two different videos. So that cow is bred
it's a
for
cow
me.
in distress.
So
So say all of these videos are cows in distress. So if they care about cows in distress, and you're saying they're doing it to not distress the cows, I'm trying to work out why.
No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying the video you showed me, they were doing that because it was in distress. I'm not saying they're
doing it because they're taking the calf away so it doesn't drink the milk because they want it for human consumption. So the reason they're taking the calves away is so that it's just a money maker. They're taking the calves away so so it can produce milk. We can get the milk and sell it to people, sell it to companies.
But it's human nature.
It's not natural.
How is it not natural? So this is the thing. So hang on.
Can I just say, 3 out of 4 people are lactose intolerant. So if it was natural, 3 out of 4 people wouldn't be lactose intolerant. Do you know what I mean?
But at the same time, people weren't also involved with molars in the back to chew down leaves. So they got rid of them. So it's one of them. It's like you're saying 3 or 4 out of people are lactose intolerant. But can you get that down and show me it?
What, the fact?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can.
So, it's the first time I've ever heard.
Yeah,
it.
So if we can, I mean, I could be wrong through it for you. It's going to be very close to. But if we go on ChatGPT and we say, what percentage? You carry on, mate. You carry on. I'm not bothered. What percentage?
I wonder if I have a bump whilst we talk as well.
Have a bump, man. Have whatever you want. Have a bit of smack, beer, anything, man.
That's my style.
What percentage of people are
lactose intolerant?
According to ChatGPT, I was just out. I was 10% off. So 65% of adult human population have some degree of lactose intolerance.
So out of 5 people, that's 2.
65. So it's 2/3 of people.
Yeah. So out of 5 people, that's 2.5 something.
That are okay with it.
Yeah. But in the end, if you look at peanuts are raised by
I think it's only 1% of people who are.
Yeah, but at the same time, people are allergic to peanuts. People are allergic to milk. It's the whole.
Yeah, but that's a big percentage, man.
But it's all genetic. It's all going back to the genetic where you were bred and what your body can take.
No, man. I know that we can have it. I'm not saying that.
I just want to do how many people are allergic to nuts. I generally don't know. I just want to.
That's just unfortunate, though. There is a small percentage.
Yeah, but it's unfortunate for people that lactose intolerant.
It's unfortunate for the cows. It's unfortunate for the cows that keep getting fisted just so they have a baby and produce the milk just so we can drink it.
But if a cow's coming out sideways or a calf's coming out sideways, then
but we put them in that position. There's
no. They're in calf. So if a calf is coming out sideways, then the farmer has a legal obligation to make sure that calf can go. Well, go away. Calf has a legal obligation to come out fine. So that's why you say fisted.
Yeah.
You stop.
No.
And you get the stirrups and they pull it out.
No.
We're in the bar down there.
Yeah, that's cool.
Turn right down there. No. What I'm saying is, they fist the cows so that they can place the cervix in a certain position so they can inseminate it with bull semen and then impregnate it on purpose so that it has.
So same as IVF and
Yeah, but it's unnecessary. They do IVF for a reason.
IVF is unnecessary.
IVF, that's someone's choice to have IVF, but the cow hasn't asked to be fisted.
But the cows. So I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, it's part of our life, our culture. And I get what you're saying. I get where you're coming from. I completely understand your morals, but my personal opinion is you are the start of something that will change. But at this point in time, you're talking to deaf ears.
At least you admit it.
But you're talking to deaf ears at this point in time. It's the same as women's rights and back in 19...
You do realise that changes happen from people making personal choices, though.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But it takes people to start that change.
Yeah, we've started.
Yeah.
I didn't start it.
Yeah. So this one. Yeah. I understand. I watch videos all the time, and I never understand people that go off the head. It's just have a conversation.
Yeah. Cool.
But
so when you said about cultures, you do realise that some cultures, especially in the in Arabic countries, it's their culture to stone people to death. You know, you haven't got to agree with cultures.
But the same Arab culture that women couldn't drive, like Saudi Arabia, women couldn't drive until a couple of years ago, and that was.
I know. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, just because it's culture, it doesn't mean it's right or wrong. Does it? It's like, would you say that it's wrong? Forget culture to impregnate animals just so that they have babies, just so you can take them, just so you can have the milk.
So in the same like Saudi Arabia, they're all halal and stuff. So would you say it's fine for a pig to go in for the neck to be slit?
No,
all
not
the
at
blood
all.
Pull out.
No. I'd say it's completely unnecessary, cruel and evil to do that to any animal or human or anyone.
So we do calves, we take them off, and it's a bolt gun to the head. It's instant.
Majority of the time, but sometimes
but at the same time, it's one of them. It is what it is. But I think the main thing you need to be like going more on is like instead of people doing the bolt head, is the halal where they literally. You watch the videos, they're in the pen and their neck is slit and they're still alive.
I agree. Mate, I agree with you there.
That is more horrific than us taking a calf off and bolting them.
I think it's all horrific. So if you put a human in that position and you say...
But a human never been in that position. This is the thing is...
Oh yeah, mate, I've had a knife pulled on. Have you had a knife pulled on you? Like it's not nice. So whether it's a knife or a gun or whatever method they use to want to kill you, you're not going to want that to happen. So our argument is, look, if you've got a cow that is an emotional being like a dog or a cat, and you're saying, oh, it's okay to bolt them, but it's not okay to slit their throat, we're saying, why don't you just leave them alone? Do you know what I mean? Especially when you can go into Tesco and get like a if you're really that addicted to the taste of a steak or a burger.
Don't get me wrong, vegan food's good. It is.
It is, man. It's fucking beautiful.
There are some good restaurants out there. Like I'm saying, I'm on 20% of your fence.
So your foot's in the garden, and
it's in the garden, but at the same time, I'm planted back here.
Of course, man, and I wouldn't judge you. I'm not saying up until 26 years old, I was the same as you. So I'm not going. So you're a scumbag. What you're doing? I'm just saying, look, this is as good people. We're looking at this, going, this ain't right, man. This is evil. Do you know what I mean? This is.
Which I understand, like completely, and it's just one of them. It's unfortunately. The day and age, it's where we are, it's what it is.
At the moment, man, but like everyone...
Don't get me wrong, as I said, in the future, possibly, it could be.
Okay, let me put you in the future then. Someone picks you up and drops you in 100 years' time into the future. Most people...
But if they drop me from here to now, I'd ask for a burger.
I don't know, but just think about it. So hypothetically, someone drops you 100 years into the future. Most people don't eat meat or consume dairy. Would you still do it?
If it's not available, you don't. But the thing is, it's available now.
But what if it was available and 99% of people were against it?
Yeah, because I'm from the past. I'm not in that generation. I'm not built up with that mindset.
Yeah, but you've already admitted that it's wrong and then it will change. But
but at the same time, this is me now. So you take me here, so this is here.
Yeah.
It's 100 years.
Yeah.
That's still me.
I'm
not a different person.
It's still you. But what I'm saying is, you said about it will change in 100 years. So I'm just seeing where you are in 100 years.
If I went 100 years forward and there was like a section of meat, I'd eat meat.
So basically, you're saying you wouldn't make your own mind up. You'd have to be born into a generation that society leads you to that decision.
But that's the whole point of evolution. Is you get brain-fed, you get dripped.
Evolution only happens from people having like personal.
So you just prove yourself. It's the whole thing of people change, people adapt, and that it's.
Yeah, man, but we've got to make that choice. Like,
I'm saying, you have made a choice.
I just think if you're not evil, you shouldn't fund evil and shouldn't support it. I'm not evil.
I'm not evil. I'm not evil at all.
Exactly. I'm saying, as a non-evil person, you do fund evil.
But I fucking live a good state.
Exactly, which is an evil industry, and I think we can agree that it is, man. It is, though, isn't it?
It's not really. It's this one, though.
So if I did it to a dog.
So our whole like where we are right now at this point in time, in this like all the atoms around us, everything. We would not be here if it weren't for the cavemen going off. Killing the animals.
Yeah, I agree.
So this is what I'm saying again.
Yeah. We wouldn't be here without plants either. We wouldn't be here without killing each other. We wouldn't be here without rape, to a certain degree. Do you know what I mean?
No, but you can't eat rape, can you?
No, but what I'm saying is, just because things have happened and have resulted in us being here, it doesn't mean... No. What I'm saying is, we've got to this point now, and we're like...
you can't say you won't be here because of rape. That's fucking...
No, it's true. We did horrific things in the past. We killed each other.
Pillaged fucking village.
Yeah. So killing animals came under that evil...
That was called, like, just conquering and... That's...
Yeah, but it's still evil. We were only here because of that. Do you know what I mean? Like, some of us are only here from inflation.
At that point in time, they thought it was right.
Yeah, and at one point...
At this point in time...
We think this is right.
A lot of people think it's me.
So 95...
So that's rape, pillaging, killing. We're here eating steaks.
Future?
in 100 years' time,
Yeah.
they'll go, you know what, we don't need meat, we'll actually do that.
Yeah.
So, no, but I understand what you're doing.
So what I'm saying is, you were told to believe what you were
I
told.
wasn't told, I was brought around it.
Yeah, so you were told, and I was the same. I was told to. But what I'm saying is, I've thought for myself now, and I've
What
got.
changed your mind?
I
What
think
point in time did you go, actually, you know what?
Do you know what it was? Mainly, it was people who were stroking dogs and then eating a bacon sandwich, and it didn't add up to me. It's like, why are we causing so much?
Dogs ain't bacon.
But they could be. They are in
But
Vietnam.
hey, dogs are tasty as fuck.
Dogs.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, we've got two animals that taste good.
Yeah.
You've got two animals that have got emotion and brains and feelings.
But the thing is,
what I'm saying is, we treat one so differently to the other.
because
like racism.
because one of them, we have. Sorry, I'm having a bit of a brain fart here.
No, go on. I'll pause the video for you. Why is it that someone can stroke a dog and buy presents for the dog and walk the dog and care for the dog, but then they'll gas a pig and think that's okay? But you know what I'm saying, mate? Look, it doesn't matter if you're black or white, whether you're tall or small, whether you're a dog or pig, or whether you're a horse or a camel, whatever you are, you're a living thing and you do not deserve misery and pain. Some people do, but
No,
I'm on about...
don't get me wrong, nobody deserves it.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, you have human rights. Animals have animal rights.
To a very weak degree,
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. Animals' rights aren't there. They have their rights. Don't get me wrong. A cow can't talk to you. Discuss. A dog can't. A cat can't.
Do you know what it can do though? It can run away, it can squeal, it can cry, it can act as a human would if it was in that distressing situation. Do you know what I mean? So if I went to scare a dog, the dog would cower away. Do you know what I mean? So it's not like just because they can't talk, they can still tell us we don't want you to do that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You know, if I stuck my fist up an animal's backside, which is what they do to produce milk, that half the time.
You keep saying like the fist thing. It's when a cat.
Yeah, but they do.
They do it to inseminate them.
It's
But
disgusting.
then at the same time, if the cow was inseminated by a bull, they still do the same thing. So it's like.
No, but we're putting them there to forcefully breed them by the billions. Do you know what I mean? It's sick. It's not like, I'm not saying a cow shouldn't have sex with a bull and then have a baby. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying humans shouldn't put them there, forcefully